You're listening to DraftKings Network.
You know that sound. It's the sound of money hitting your Venmo account, a friend paying you back, or maybe it's getting cash back from your favorite business when you pay with the Venmo debit card, or it's realizing you can pay with Venmo at checkout at thousands of brands. Now, there are so many more ways to answer the question, what's your Venmo? Download Venmo today. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Dosh Cashback terms apply.
The production team was a little slower than I would have liked, but let's see what Roy produced here with a little bit of bass in his voice. Not sure if it's any better.
Now that's a trail.
I like Ethan's better, I think.
Not
the trail was better.
Not sure. Yeah, the trail was better, but it's just sort of it's not filled with menace. It's not filled with it's got to have something extra on it.
I think it came in too late.
Put it against Ethan's. Put it against Ethan's.
Confirmed.
That one's good. It just needs a trail.
I think Ethan's is better.
Take the trail from the last one. I tried. All right.
Keep working on it.
Damn.
Confirmed.
JuJu Gotti is with us
back,
here.
Can you overlay them and have them say it at the same time?
Yes, just both of them together. Do all of the magic that you can make here with all of your executive producing tapestry that you're able to make as the maker of Sleep Farter, the original classic that started the show today.
Confirmed.
So you drag it a little to the right. Yeah, you drag it a little to the right.
At the same time, like the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but like right there.
Yeah, right there. That's good. There we go.
Maybe a little bit over to the left.
No pressure.
Confirmed.
See?
I didn't even. Yeah.
You got to
sounded like one person.
Coca-Cola. JuJu, what do you have for us today? I was shocked to hear Greg Cote go after Gary Furman for as long as he did.
Bag.
We have welcomed.
Not the bag.
It's not the bag. What are your thoughts on today's show, JuJu?
Bro, today was a funny ass show, bro. The whole show straight through. Even up until Tony's game with Rick Barnes, bro, he pulled out some facts that I never knew. I didn't think it was going to be such a puzzle for him. TJ Ford, Kevin Durant. I liked the whole show, bro.
I thought that would have been easy, T. I think he surprised us. Tony really did rescue that interview. That interview had some meandering paths in it, and Tony came in.
Keep doing that. I thought it was fine the whole time.
Nah, his NASCAR opinions were very revealing as well, too. Salute to NASCAR.
What do you think I'm doing the entire time? Pointing out that Rick Barnes had some meandering answers?
Just pooping on everything. If you can poop on it, you'll do it.
Is it pooping? Is it just, I mean, okay.
I'm starting a podcast with him.
Poo-pooing.
Richard Petty was eating an apple.
What color was that apple? We didn't get that answer.
No, that question did get asked, but was not heard.
Dodging the tough question.
I didn't think there was enough Greg Cote today. Fortunately, we'll have him back tomorrow and really ride the Greg Cote show and the Greg Cote train into the sky.
Right, and you can also catch the Greg Cote show featuring Greg Cote right now, available on our podcast.
Not the top 100 guests of all time.
That's
next week.
Yeah.
This week
JuJu
is the
very high on that list.
Top 20 herbs is what's on this week's list.
Also, Ariana Grande, I think she could be considered with the Lamar Jacksons of the world, South Florida.
Yeah.
Well, but I was doing just athletes, was I not?
Yeah, well, he just opened it up.
Okay, but I didn't ask anybody to open it up. I was just doing athletes.
Once again, pooping on another thing.
Yeah. Oh, poo-pooing.
What else do you have, JuJu, for us?
The beers. I think, Brother Hal, bro, I think it was a little more like step forward progressive than y'all giving him credit for. I know it don't take too much of his time and courage, but I seen my brother Chris Cote without the beard in Utah.
You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. God, I hate that picture.
All right. If he chose between Cincinnati Reds and the Yankees during Utah, I think he would go to Cincinnati, in my opinion.
Let's play again. Hal Steinbrenner, sort of scared.
Like, delete that picture.
Daring to go where
this picture.
Daring to go where no Yankee leader has gone since 1975. Allowing, please focus in on Chris Cote's beardless face.
All because XFL started. Like Mike's like, hey, let's lock arms. We'll do a photo, and that was created. God, do I hate that photo.
Why'd you shave again?
I had to shave him for
Dollar Shave
Club execution.
I got paid too.
Greg wanted to shave his head today?
No,
I'm
I don't know
confused
what.
by
I don't know.
that.
That was
Please
such a
get that off the phone. Jesus.
That was such a lack of a payoff. Greg Cody bringing in a haircut kit.
Remember the
and not
buzzer though?
using
It's a great sound.
Play the sound of Hal Steinbrenner being a total corporate stiff.
You know, our new vice president has a beard. Members of Congress have a beard. The list goes on and on and on in this country and in this world. It is a part of who these younger men are. It's a part of their character. It's a part of their persona. I did make the decision that the policy that was in place was outdated, and given how important it is to that generation, and given that it is the norm in this world today, that it was somewhat unreasonable.
The list goes on and on and on in this country and in this world.
It's a great line.
But I think Greg Cody should grow his hair out Michael Bolton style. We feather it up and get some wind blowing in that thing and do a photo shoot with him by about 8 months from now, you dig?
I think that's a good idea. Do you think Greg Cody might go totally unruly there, Chris? Instead of shaving his head, just go total long hair, to go into his 70s as someone who's a bit of a hippie? I think that's good advice.
My mom would hate that.
Yes.
It's funny. I'm with Juju. It'd be hilarious, but my mom, I know, hates when his hair is like as long as it is now.
Okay, so that's a problem. It's funny for us for, a couple of hours, and then an eternal
I'm
hell
still in on it.
for her.
He'd look like the uncle in Arrested Development, probably.
He'd look more like Rob Ryan, I think. No, if he grew out his hair, he
Strong.
would have.
Yeah,
he would just have long. He would have. I have pizza boxes in my van hair.
Mm-hmm. Rob Ryan is definitely somebody who says slap dick.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Does Rob Ryan definitely look like somebody who says slap dick 100% at Le Batard Show? What else do you have for polls there, Juju?
Okay, for polls. Can it be a big story if it involves college baseball? Before I give this answer, salute to my brother Billy. Bravery award. He's doing a great job.
Bravery.
I think the world of you, brother. Like doing this thing. I tuned in and everything. Keep doing your thing.
Bravery. Why bravery, Juju?
Don't take away my award.
Because man, he comes off well. Me knowing Billy, he's not necessarily the most talkative person. You dig it? And so in those roles, he becomes the kind of the funny guy, you dig it? So I think that he just assumed that role very well.
He's a showman.
Man. I think, yeah, man, he's a good job. I think I would love to see him try his hand at stand-up comedy, for real. But neither here nor there.
Do you think his fellow broadcasters, though, understand what he's doing, or do they respect
calling a game?
Do they respect too much the craft? Tony, you think he's bothering his fellow broadcasters?
I don't think he's bothering him, the fellow broadcasters. I think Billy is doing his own show in lieu of their show that he thinks is boring because he's like, I like baseball, but I don't want to call the game. I'm not Mr. Here. Oh, what an inside strike there with a two-seam fastball.
I'm calling it.
He wants to talk about Picasso. He's not Alex Solana. Let's just be honest. Alex is going to talk to you about the 12-6 curve. Okay, breaking the batter up, high cheese.
What?
Okay, that's what Alex
I
Solana's
love Tony
talking
trying
about.
to do baseball terms.
Breaking the batter up.
Breaking the batter up. 12-6 curveball.
Yeah.
I was proud of him.
What's wrong with that?
12-2-6.
Breaking the batter.
No,
up
it's not a
is little
2-6. What are we talking about?
12-2-6.
12-6 was all he had, and he kind of lost.
That's not. No. What do you mean? Breaking down the batter. Batter's waiting on a fastball. Okay.
You don't have
All of a
to-
sudden, 12-6 snaps.
Yeah.
Kind of breaks him up a little bit. He's
What
like,
kind of break
what
we
happened
talking?
The 12-6 one.
Got it.
12-6. Whatever. It's this guy.
Dan, I don't know if you-
77%
I should be
of
on the
the audience.
broadcast.
77% of the audience says no, it can't be a big story if it involves college baseball.
We didn't talk about it, but secretly, very quietly, ESPN and MLB just decided to part ways after this season because of financials or whatever. Which, I mean, I don't really have that much weight around these parts, but it sounds like MLB needs a broadcasting partner. I feel like Tony is kind of setting a good resume. Maybe me and him knock out the MLB together. We get the rights to MLB games
That'll
here
be
at
fun.
Meadowlark. Maybe we'll just pick like a random day, like, hey, we can get like a Thursday game or whatever. You know what I mean? Then we air like the Thursday games, just one Thursday game a month or week, whatever it is. Me and Tony tour the country calling MLB games together. He does
Dan?
the play-by-play. I'll do the color. What do you think?
Breaking the batter up.
Dan?
12-6.
That story, we didn't talk about it. ESPN and baseball breaking up, and baseball getting out of that contract 3 years early and leaving $550 million on the table suggests that ESPN is going to break Tim Kirkshin's heart and not cover baseball like they used to. What else do we have on the polls here, Juju? I also want to get your thoughts before we get out of here on Luka and LeBron, but what else do we have on the polls?
Is over the urinal at Flanagan's the highest journalism standard? 89% of the audience says yes, it is.
Tony, that's a killer.
We rarely have consensus around here. We all looked at each other like, yeah,
dude, that's the highest.
Dude,
form
there's
of
so many
flattery.
times where I've been reading like, Marlon started a P's and C's, and it's Greg Cody's face, and I'm like, nice.
I think that's where my fame resides, right over the urinal or it used to. It doesn't anymore.
Not in a long time,
It's
buddy.
faded. Yes,
But
it's
it
yellow.
was there, which is why I know.
Jeremy Adams from Twitter says Tony's repeated use of the word hog made his day. Salute to Jeremy.
Congratulations, Tony. Excellent work by you.
I do what I can.
Does Hal have it going on? Hal Steinbrenner, that is. 53% of the audience says yes, that brother does.
We're not making Hals anymore, right? We're not doing babies who are Hals anymore. You can't name a baby.
Was that the
Hal.
origin of that's the first name we did that with on this show, I think.
I mean,
Hal.
you can't name a baby Hal, right? You've doomed that baby to a lifetime in adulthood that will not be good for that baby.
They go by Trey.
Have you ever called someone a slap dick? 60% of the audience says no, they have not.
I like it as an insult, but I do believe it's a minority insult. I believe I am
Very
pleased.
white
that,
insult, actually,
I am
man.
pleased that poll has supported me.
Yes, Untouchable Kaz1 from Twitter says white guys. LOL. And that's the end of his comment.
That's it. White guys?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh.
With
okay.
the LOL.
All right. I don't know if it's white guys or what's that in reference to?
To slap dick.
Okay. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. Okay, but why guys? But it's also white guys. It's both of them, right?
Yeah, also big salute to Kane's Insight for breaking the news this weekend. You dig it. Got to know. I was locked in as well.
How about Gary Furman? How do you feel about the feud with Gary Furman that Greg Cody escalated into a place that I wasn't expecting?
Salute to Gary Furman, but I'm always right with my big dog, Greg Cody. And if Greg Cody says kick rocks, he can kick them down the street.
Confirmant.
Okay. What do you have for us on LeBron and Luka finally playing a game together that looked like LeBron and Luka can look fun?
Right. Finally. That was an example of what could be and an example of, I also think the Joker kind of was playing coy that night. He'd only had 2 field goal attempts at halftime. I think it was a fill-out game for the Denver Nuggets moving forward. So I think that as good as that game was for the Lakers, they're in trouble come playoff times because I think that those guys, you can't rely on that performance every game from them people. And so, yeah, I think it's good for now, but not for the future.
JuJu, good seeing you. Always good seeing you. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir.